Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking about food insecurity, particularly food insecurity in Pakistan. You might be wondering what the definition of food insecurity is. Food insecurity is the condition of not having access to sufficient food or food of an adequate quality to meet one's basic need. Unfortunately, the UN estimates nearly a billion people in the world suffer from severe food insecurity and approximately 20% of people in Pakistan suffer from it as well. We conducted polls, interviews and surveys from people with different perspectives to find out more about this.
Our polls show that 88.46% of people believe that food insecurity is a significant issue in Pakistan. Our majority believe that the government is not doing enough to address food insecurity. Majority have also witnessed cases of food insecurity personally. Out of the online polls, an overwhelming majority believe that food insecurity will increase in the future.
Survey results show that majority believe food insecurity is a major issue in Pakistan. Most are not surprised by how prevalent food insecurity is in Pakistan. Majority think that the government isn't doing enough to reduce food insecurity. Most students have witnessed food insecurity's effects in person. Most students believe that food insecurity will increase in the future. Majority sometimes or rarely waste food. Most people believe food insecurity is more prevalent in rural areas. Reducing food waste and donating are the most popular choices on how food insecurity can be reduced. Most chosen reason for food insecurity in Pakistan is political instability.
Furthermore, we conducted interviews to gain a wider perspective on this issue.
आज मैं आशा साइफ आपको क्या आपको पाकिस्तान में खाने की कमी महसूस होती है? अगर होती है तो आपको क्या लगता है इसकी बात यही है सबसे ज़्यादा है बाइक हो जाता है आपके ख्याल में इस मसले को कम करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट और आम लोग क्या कर सकते
What steps do you think the government or an foreign individual can take to limit food insecurity?
गवर्नमेंट को काफी जैसा मैंने पहले कहा कि गवर्नमेंट नीड्स टू एड्रेस दिस सीरियसली एंड दे नीड टू एजुकेट पीपल एंड लोगों में अवेयरनेस दें क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन के बारे में बताएं और मैकेनाइजेशन लेके आएं एज वायबल सीड्स लेके आएं जिससे फूड प्रोडक्टिविटी इंक्रीज हो अच्छा उसके अलावा गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसीज ऐसी होनी चाहिए लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट departments and different sectors needs to be involved in overcoming this food insecurity. कोई एक सेक्टर नहीं है खाली एग्रीकल्चर का सेक्टर इसको खाली एड्रेस नहीं कर सकता बहुत सारे सेक्टर्स हैं ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है कम्युनिकेशन सेक्टर है आपकी गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज हैं एंड सो मेनी अदर सेक्टर्स वाटर मैनेजमेंट है और ये सारे सेक्टर्स हैं जिनको इन्वॉल्व किया जाए और मेक श्योर किया जाए कि फूड इनसिक्योरिटी इन द इयर्स टू कम नाउ पॉवर्टी को कंट्रोल किया जाए बिकॉज फूड इनसिक्योरिटी इज what causes food insecurity is basically and overpopulation, unemployment, low wages, all this results.
Yes.
Salam.
I would like to firstly ask, what NGO are you associated with and what are its goals and affirmations?
I'm associated with Relief International, and this organization is purely working on a humanitarian chapter, but we are also working on the development projects, and we are implementing education, wash, livelihood protection projects in KP and other parts of the country.
Secondly, I would like to ask, how widespread do you think food insecurity is in Pakistan and what are the reasons for it?
You have asked a very important question. Though the Pakistan ranked among the countries, the 5th or 6th countries, which is producing wheat, and there's more than 60% population associated with the agriculture sector. Despite that, we are facing the challenges in the food security, and the insecurity is increasing by day, and there's a multiple reason. Climate change is one of the key factors that is contributing a lot. The poor farming, I can say that farmers are not using the advanced technology. That is another aspect. Water scarcity is another aspect, because we are facing the water crisis, and the policies, the government has not chalked out the policies which are farmers friendly, or they're going to encourage the farmers to take easy loans from the banks. So these are the multiple reasons which are contributing towards food insecurity. So it is important that the Pakistan has faced multiple challenges. Recently, the floods 2022. Prior to that, we IDP crisis. Then we have the refugees. So Pakistan is already facing multiple challenges. At the same time, with the changing pattern due to the climate change, and the weather patterns have changed, so that is also severely affecting our crops production. So it's important that the government has to take initiative to look into these methods, and they should train the farmers, and they should provide them equipments, so they should move towards the modern farming.
We made people take pledges in our school and community to take action against food insecurity.
Over the past few months, me and my groupmates have been trying to combat a critical issue in society, which is known as food insecurity. Food insecurity is basically the lack of food, in simple words. Today, I will kindly ask you to go over this tradition that me and my group have come up with, and I would kindly like to sign this and go.
Assalamualaikum, ma'am. I want my school group and I are basically raising awareness about food insecurity, and I wanted to ask if you would sign this pledge and answer a few questions about it.
Yeah, sure. Which school?
Beacon House.
Yeah.
So the pledge is basically about acknowledging the pressing issue of food insecurity, which is not having enough food to meet your basic needs. And by signing this pledge, you basically recognize that this crisis demands urgent attention and concerted efforts from individuals like us. So would you feel comfortable in signing this and answering one question?
Yes, sure.
So the question is, what do you think individuals can do to reduce food insecurity within their communities?
I
think there are a few things which we can do. For instance, we can help underprivileged people by just getting them the basic items which have become really expensive, which I think middle class people can still afford. But I think people who are in poverty, they cannot support, like sugar, oil. Maybe we can donate them those things, which are basic needs.
So you can sign right here. Thank you for your time.
We put posters in our school and within our community to raise awareness about reducing food waste.